What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Tuesday edition. It is May 27th. This is your first look at the entire slate. So we're going to look at all 15 games. It is split up 4 early, and then the rest 11 games are on a main slate. It's a normal Tuesday here, and we wanted to bring it to you. So if you've never been here before, hopefully you are in for a treat. A little bit different than probably what you're used to. You can already tell by the length of the video. We go in a little bit more. We go in more depth. We go into the games. We use outlier.bet, and we look at the games, the pitchers, the BVP matchups, the handedness of the pitcher, historical, everything for you. It's a very long video. If you need to see an abbreviated version or you want to see something cut up a little bit, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, go to MLB tab, and you can check out everything we have here, from Vegas odds all the way down to prop bets and team bullpen stats. So we break those down. We update it every single day for you. FTA Plus is an option for you if you need a little bit more help after this. We have projections, simulations, optimal lineups to start using, but not just necessarily copy-paste. We''ve got it all. $10 a week, $30 a month, $200 a year. But if the next person that emails me right now, dfshelp1@gmail.com, or the email is right there, you can check it out, and we can get you the Mother's Day special. Still waiting on that person. So if you beat them to it, you will win. It's $100 off that yearly pass. And then we have a lifetime pass worth $500. So you can go check out everything there. We try to have giveaways every single one of these videos. So here's how to win. You got to like this video. You got to be a subscriber to the channel, and you got to leave a comment. You do all of that, and this video right here gets at least 50 likes. You will have a shot at a free week of FTA Plus. Now, that is a week of all sports. So the sports that are in season, we currently are doing MLB, NASCAR, PGA, and MMA. If this video gets 100 likes, it's a free month, 150 likes, a free year, 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a lifetime pass. And the second way to win, somewhere in the video there'll be a keyword or key phrase, as long as I don't forget to say it. You type that in and have a second shot at a free week. So we're going to have the 2 video views, or the video winners from Sunday's video right now. We're going to see the person who wins a free month because it got over 100 got 118 likes, and then we're going to see the person for the keyword. Even if the keyword is in this first one, we're still going to re-roll it for the keyword. So the winner from the views is Steve Willers 7210. I don't play WNBA DFS. So that was one of my questions. I was like, is there enough interest for you guys that we put in WNBA content? It does not seem like it yet, but we will see. So Steve, I'm not sure if you've won before, and I don't know if you have an account, so please email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. Use this and not our contact form on the website. The contact form is broken, and I am talking to the developers to get it working, and it won't. I don't know why. So email me right now. Let me know if you have an account on the site. If you do not, let me know a username, email, and a password. I need all 3, and we'll set you up for your free month. So we are going to re-roll it because the keyword from Sunday was not on there, and we will see who the winners. There you go, Alan Nilsson, rather have shelled sunflower seeds. So it was a combination of either saying sunflower seeds or your favorite sunflower seed. So Alan, yes, exactly. Half the battle and half the fun is chewing them. So Alan, I believe you do have an account on the site. Just email me, let me know, and we will get you both set up. So if you've never used Outlier before, so we used Baseball Savant in Sunday's video. I wanted to see if you guys liked it. We used to use it all the time. It's helpful. It just doesn't break it down like Outlier. So the link to sign up for Outlier is down below. A lot of people have already used it. You get a 7-day free trial. Go check it out. Get their premium package and check it out. After 7 days, if you guys sign up using our link, we are going to give you a free week of FTA Plus. Because after a week you use our link, you're going to get their monthly package, their normal one. We'll give you our package as well. And then if you guys do that after 7 days and do the premium package, we will give you guys a free month. I just need proof that you used our link. So we are going to break it down. We have chapters here. So we look at that, and if you check out the chapters after we go through everything, I've already done 10,000 simulations in the background. We'll then go over all of our batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through 10,000 sims, and then we'll do our pitches be crazy, and then we will do our sports bets for the Tuesday slate. So what I want to do, I want to jump right into it. Normally, so what we're going to do is we're going to use DraftKings. There's weather today. Normally, we don't see a Dodger game this early. So we always like to see that. Gives you a different perspective, and it is on an early slate. So we're going to look at it. We got Dustin May versus Tanner Bybee. Career-wise, Dustin May, 2 plate appearances. He's really never seen Cleveland before. There's really no reason for them to ever have been in games together. And then you've got Tanner Bybee, 26 plate appearances, a 304 batting average against the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers. We know how good they are when they are on. Dustin May comes in with a 4.09 ERA. Is coming off a great start against Arizona. Middle of the road start against the Angels. Arizona again, middle of the road there. So it's been up and down for him. Now Cleveland's not seen it before. Whether or not we give that advantage to the hitters or the pitcher, that is to be seen. But weather might play a factor in this game. So we look at that. I don't know if I trust him. His ERA is up there. We know he's got great stuff. It just hasn't translated right now. Tanner Bybee comes in a 3.57 ERA, coming off a great start against Detroit, which they are a very good hitting team. Then obviously the Dodgers are a good hitting team as well. Splits-wise, Bybee 4 games started at home, 146. 6 games on the road, 513. So he's been better at home. I think his ownership's probably going to be lower here because he is going up against the Dodgers, and we could take advantage of that. Especially at 6,700, sub 6K, I'm okay with that. But here's where Outlier is superior to maybe some other sites out there. Again, they're not paying me, they're not a sponsor, but if you guys sign up using my link, I do get some. I'm part of the commission. But again, it's 7 days. If you want to check it out, see if it helps you. You can do sports betting as well. That's why we like it. So we use Bybee here against the Dodgers. You can see Ohtani does have a home run, batting 2 for 6 with a home run against him. That's about it. And then against right-handed pitching, like if you were not to take Bybee and you wanted to go Dodgers bats, obviously people are on Ohtani. He's got 16 bombs against right-handed pitching. You've got like Tommy Edman. You got Freeman, who's batting 375 against righties right now with 7 bombs. Betts is batting 271 with 6 bombs. Will Smith at 311 with 2 bombs. Like, these obviously make sense. A cheaper option if you want to do a 5-man stack, maybe Miguel Rojas, maybe Max Muncy. You could throw in Andy Pajes or even Tommy Edman to make it a stack. But I personally, and I'll let you guys know right now, if you are new to the channel, I am wrong sometimes. I'm not right every time, but we try to make the best informed decisions and help you guys out. So in my mind, I think people are going to be on Dustin May. I think Bybee under 7K on DraftKings is wild for his price. Now, he could get lit up because the Dodgers are a fantastic hitting team. We know this. And then Cleveland bats against May. Obviously, Hedges is 1-for-1 with a home run. That's it. But then you see against right-handed pitching this year, like Stephen Kwan batting 324, doing very well. Gabriel Arias batting 246, which is above league average. They're not hitting as well against righties, though. Schneemann batting 253, but he hits lefties better. You've got Martinez batting 250 with 2 bombs. Like, overall, if Dustin May can get his stuff going, he has a really good shot against this Cleveland team. It just depends if he gets out and then the bullpen comes in. And this bullpen has given up some runs this year as well. So this early game, definitely monitor the weather. That's for sure. St. Louis at Baltimore is the next game. You've got Andre Piante versus Sagano. Now, Sagano being 7,000 is wild. His ERA's down. Just hasn't had value for a while. Now, what I'm looking for value-wise, at least on DraftKings with pitching, 2.5 to 3 to 3.5 times value, meaning 7,000, whatever their salary is, times if you just do 3, that's probably where you should be at. So a minimum on DraftKings when building lineups, target 25 fantasy points as a minimum floor for your pitchers, since you need both of them. And then on FanDuel, it's like 45 to 50 is kind of what you should shoot for. Now, obviously, Sagano did hit 26.7 against the Angels. The Angels are the team that strikes out the most, so that makes sense. He did have only 5 strikeouts in that game. Middle of the road in some of these starts. St. Louis can hit. I don't know if I trust him enough. And then we got Andre here. 7 plate appearances in his career against them. Kind of up and down this year. He's 6,500, coming off a terrible start against Detroit. They're a really good hitting team. A really good start against Kansas City. Even better start against Washington. Went into the 8th inning in that game with 7 Ks. Splits-wise, we look at this. When he's on the road, he's got a 4.37 ERA compared to a 3.86. Now, Baltimore is a very bad hitting team this year. That's the only thing. If we look at them, not 100% sure how much we like this game. 4 game early, 1 being a weather concern. Maybe that takes it down to 3 games. You never know. Anything can happen. But we look at that, and that's kind of where I'm at. Against right-handed, so they've never seen Sagano before, but against right-handed pitching this year, like Burleson batting 294, Brendan Donovan batting 370, Mason Wynn batting 323, Victor Scott batting 306. Like, they're hitting righties well. Ivan Herrera batting 386. The crazy thing is Herrera's batting 386 against righties. He does better against lefties. He is batting 391 this year. He might start. It might be him, might be Pajes, could be Pozo. You never, or Pollo. I don't know how you say his name. That's not. Pollo is chicken. That's not chicken. Yeah. Brendan Donovan batting 370. Mason Wynn, the 321 with 5 bombs. Like, I do like a St. Louis stack here. Probably one of my favorite stacks on this early slate. I'm probably not using either pitcher in this one. Baltimore bats against Gunnar has a home run. They do hit righties well. Just overall, their offense has been trash this year. But if I were to take Baltimore bats, Gunnar, probably my number one. Ryan O'Hearn batting 333. You got Rivera batting 310 if he starts. You got Kierstad batting 222. Cedric Mullins only batting 201, but let's say they get out of there and he gets someone else. He hits a home run, he gets on base, he steals bases. That makes sense. So I'm avoiding the pitching in this one. Going bats, I think I give the slight advantage to St. Louis bats, but Baltimore, they could hit Andre just as well. Then we've got San Francisco at the Detroit Tigers. Logan Webb versus Jack Flaherty. Now, in his career, Logan Webb, 30 plate appearances, 103 batting average, struck out 40% of those batters. Now, I would obviously like this if it were in San Francisco because that is a massive ballpark where the ball stays in the park a lot. There's a ton of room to cover, and a lot of flyouts there. Flip side of that, Jack Flaherty, 35 plate appearances, a 250 batting average. Now, Flaherty is $1,200 cheaper. He's also averaging almost 6 less, and he has a 4.39 ERA. Back-to-back 21-plus fantasy points out of him, and he hit the value of 3 times value, 2.5 times value, Cleveland and Toronto. Splits-wise, Flaherty at home's got a 3.71 ERA, so he does pitch better at home. On the road, a 5.06, so that is a little bit advantage at home. And then you got Logan Webb. 2.67 ERA, 74 strikeouts, 120 whip, 21 fantasy points per game is what he's averaging. Game log, he is coming off a bad game against Kansas City. 10 hits allowed, only went 4 innings, 77 pitches, 5 Ks, 3 earned runs, 6 runs total. But then the Athletics in Minnesota back-to-back 20-plus games, and then Colorado, another 25 burger there. Splits-wise, on the road, he's got a 3.86 ERA, so use that for what it is. And Detroit has been very good this year. That's hopefully not a surprise to you. If it is a surprise to you, that means you just started watching baseball. But yeah, so we'll dig into the numbers there. We'll look at them. So the Giants bats versus Flaherty. No one has Willie Adames has 2 home runs, and that is it. Against right-handed pitching there this year. Casey Schmidt could be a cheap option. I don't know if he plays. You got Elliot Ramos batting 292. You got Yastrzemski batting 282. Those are big ones. Casey Schmidt, if he gets a start, could be sneaky a little bit. Wilmer Flores, 263 with 7 bombs. Willie Adames with 5 bombs, batting 238. Chapman does have 8 home runs, but only batting 199 against righties. Now, Flaherty's got great stuff. It's just something's going on. He's looking like he's not looking like he was last year before he got traded to the Dodgers. And then you got Detroit against Webb. 1 home run, Gleyber Torres. That's it. Against right-handed pitching there this year, though. You can see not as good, but Kerry Carpenter batting 306, Riley Green batting 317, Colt Keith batting 226, Dingler batting 296. Like, these are okay. I think people are going to be on Detroit. I like Logan Webb here. I do. I do wish it was in San Francisco because, that would be my plus. But if I were to take a pitcher in this one, I think I'm taking Logan Webb over Jack Flaherty today. I'm not really looking. I'm looking more towards San Francisco as a stack, and then Logan Webb as my pitcher in this one. And hopefully weather does hold up in this. And then finally, Atlanta at Philly, you got Spencer Strider versus Ranger Suarez. Obviously, they've seen each other a ton, being in the same division. Strider, 225 plate appearances in his career, 193 batting average, 36.4 K percentage. Flip side of that, Ranger Suarez, 172 plate appearances, 20.9 K percentage, and a 241 batting average while only walking 7.6%. Now, Strider, we know he's had 2 starts this year, okay? They haven't been the best. He's been very expensive. They have dropped his price down. He's not gone deep into the games. 5 innings against Toronto, did have 97 pitches. So the pitch counts shouldn't be a problem. But the problem is He's got a 5.79 ERA. They have dropped him down. We have not used him once this year because I don't trust him yet. Now he goes up against Philly where he has had success, but if he gets into some bad counts and his pitch count is just up there, we know how good he is. Like at his price of 8,500, I think I'm okay with that because they have dropped him down. If he was over 9K, I don't think I would like it. But Philly's a great hitting team as well. And then Ranger Suarez, splits-wise, 4 starts this year, 2 at home, 2 on the road. His 2 home games, 8.44 ERA. 10 earned runs in those games. One was against Arizona, which is a great hitting team, and then one was against Pittsburgh, which they're not a good team. He did put up runs there, but the 7 earned runs the first game, that's why his ERA has skyrocketed up to 3.70. And that's why the 2, that was the huge one. 7 of those were there. So obviously hopefully got the rust out of him that first game. He's still 3-0 though. His ERA at home looks a little skewed. The Braves offense, it's up and down. They did bring Acuna back. He's got multiple home runs. He's playing the outfield. He's there. He's just him in the lineup. The presence is unbelievable for the team. So we look at Braves bats against Suarez in their career. Ozzie Albies has 3 home runs, batting 300. Ozuna has a home run. Sean Murphy has a home run. Austin Riley has a home run. Against left-handed pitching there this year, they're not hitting very well. Matt Olson's dominating, 298. Baldwin's got a 286, but that's only 21 at-bats. They're not hitting that well. Acuna's only had 3 at-bats this year against a left-handed pitcher. So Suarez could be a sneaky option here. Strider, though, at his price, makes a ton of sense for me as well. So looking at this, it could be a low-scoring game or it could be a high-scoring game. I don't think there's any in-between here. If we look at Philly bats against Strider, Schwarber has a home run, Bohm has a home run, Harper has a home run, Brandon Marsh has 2. Against right-handed pitching this year, Bohm batting 281, Real Muto batting 291, Stott batting 264, Sosa batting 300, Kepler, and then Brandon Marsh, and then Weston Wilson, I believe, batting 250 with a home run. So I do like Strider here, just because of his price, but he has not had a good game yet in 2 starts. So definitely monitor that situation. So that being said, that is the early game done, weather being a concern once. The pitchers I would use, Logan Webb, Strider for his price, probably Suarez, and then maybe a little bit of Dustin May just because of how bad they are, and then Tanner Bybee just because he is 6,700. I think his ownership would be low, especially against the Dodgers. So now we're going to talk about the main slate. Now we do have some weather concerns here. Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Colorado, Chicago. And then we look at, those are the only 2 as of now. Now, again, weather can hold. We're a day away. So we're 26 hours away from it. But I wanted to give you guys this first look. So we're going to look at Minnesota at Tampa Bay. Now, again, this is the ballpark that is a minor league ballpark. Right now, the wind is blowing directly out, and it's hot and humid. This rain probably stays away or comes in and goes, and then it gets even more humid. 24% chance. 24% chance for a home run in this game. The biggest one for it, the wind is blowing directly out. Now, we do have Joe Ryan versus Taj Bradley. Joe Ryan, 30 plate appearances, 143. Comes in at 9,700. Coming off arguably his worst start of the year, almost, besides Atlanta. He's been up and down, too. He's got a 2.68 ERA, though. Splits-wise, at home, got a 289 on the road, 248. I do like this because Tampa Bay's offense is kind of blah, but with the wind blowing out, this ballpark always scares me. And then Taj Bradley, game log-wise, coming off a great start against Houston. Miami didn't do anything. Career-wise against Minnesota, 209 batting average. Pitching at home, does have a 3.72 ERA, so he has been better at home. As of right now, and this is kind of sometimes we do it through 10,000 sims. Now we'll do 20,000 sims total. About an hour before first pitch of the early slate locks, we will have updated 20,000 sims. Right now, I like both pitchers. I'm not looking at the offense. Now that can change later on once we get any more news out and stuff like that. But right now, we're not really going to cover the offense. I would rather look at just the pitching here. But again, the ballpark does scare me a little bit, but kind of wait through 20,000 sims, and then we'll see where we're at there. So the next game is the White Sox at the Mets. We've got Tyler Meagle versus Shane Smith. Shane Smith is actually coming in with a 2.36 ERA. He's kind of been sneaky for his price. He's been hitting some value here. He is going up in price, though. Is going up against the Mets. This is a great pitcher's ballpark. It's a massive ballpark for pitchers. Looking at his splits, 5 on the road, 5 at home, away games, he has a better ERA, 2.10. Now, we know the Mets are good. Like, offensively, they're good. Tyler Meagle, 18 plate appearances, 176. We know the White Sox are a very bad team. He has not faced them this year. When he pitches at home, he does have a 186. This could be one of those games where I don't mind pitching here. The offense, I really don't want to look at any. If I were to think anything, it would be the Mets offense, Lindor, Soto, Vientos, depending on who else is in there, Brett Beatty. Obviously, you've got Polar Bear as well, so you could look at those guys. But yeah, like pitching-wise, I don't mind either of them. You'd save a little bit of money with Shane Smith in this ballpark, but the Mets are a great team. So looking at this, I do like both pitchers. I think Meagle's probably your cash option. I think Shane Smith is your tournament. But offensively, I wouldn't look at the White Sox, and I would look at the Mets bats that we just talked about. Next game, Cincinnati at Kansas City. It has not been confirmed that it is, in fact, Daniel Lynch IV. It should be his turn in the rotation as he pitched last Wednesday. Did very well there, did overall 157 ERA. But you can see he comes in, he's a bullpen guy. He's not anything that you want to mess with. And then you got Brady Singer coming back to this ballpark where he obviously was with Kansas City. Not so much lately has he had success, though. And here's my thing, and we've talked about this numerous times. He's got a 6.66. He's got the devil ERA on the road. He's pitching in this ballpark, which is a pitcher's ballpark. But he's going up against the team that brought him up, scouted him, talked to him every day for X amount of years in their farm system, in the major leagues. They know what he likes to pitch, when he likes to pitch it, and how he likes to pitch it, regardless of pitch com or anything like that. That is me in my mind. And you might not think of this. I'm always thinking outside that way. And I'm thinking, I don't want to take Brady Singer. I would rather take the Royals, a team hitting against them, and they know who he is. So the Royals bats, I'm 12 plate appearances, 200 batting average. Not much. But then you look at right-handed pitching. Freddie Fermin. He's hitting 270 against righties. Sal Perez with 3 bombs. Sal Perez probably knows Brady Singer more than Brady Singer knows Brady Singer because he caught the ball from him probably thousands of times. So I would look at Sal Perez for sure. I would look at Michael Garcia batting 315. I think they did just send down Kevin Biggio, so I don't think he's up. Pasquantino batting 256 with 7 bombs. Isbell batting 292. Drew Waters, you're there. Michael Massey. This one feels like, and we've talked about this before, Kansas City 2+ stack. And you guys know what that means, or maybe you're new. 5 players on an offensive team on DraftKings, 4 on FanDuel. If we like more than 4 or 5, you got to make different lineups with the same stack, or different stacks with the same team. That's where I'm at in this one. And then Cincy bats, Daniel Lynch could start the game, but then the bullpen comes in. I would still be looking at like Trevino. I would look at Ellie De La Cruz, obviously, Espinal, Gavin Lux, Will Benson, and Austin Hayes. I like all of these as stacks against them. So in conclusion of this game, I don't want either pitcher. I'd rather focus on Kansas City just because they know Brady Singer a little bit more. Then Boston at Milwaukee. It's not been 100% confirmed that it is Cooper Criswell for Boston because he was sent down. He was the doubleheader. So we can't confirm this. So I'm not going to cover this game because I don't know. And then it is Aaron Savale. But he's got 9 ERA. He's pitched twice. He hasn't gone more than 4 innings. 3 strikeouts is the most he's gotten. I don't trust that whatsoever. So, yeah, this game we're going to just miss right now. Boston bats against Savale would be where I would go, like Jarren Duran, Campbell, Devers. Like we know, Marcella Mayer, you could look at all of those. It's not 100% confirmed Criswell, though, so that is definitely what scares me. And then Savale has not gone into the game. So if I were to look at this one, we kind of got to monitor and wait to see who the Milwaukee pitcher is, or the Boston pitcher is. But Milwaukee bats will be very dependent, but we'll update it. So once we know and the projections and everything are updated, we will let you guys know that as well on the site. So then you got the Rockies at the Cubs. You got Horton versus Marquez. Cade Horton, I do like him. whether or not you're playing DFS or sports betting, because the Rockies strike out the second most out of any team. I'm not using Marquez. I'm using the Cubs bats. It's literally the entire Cubs offense. The way they've been hitting, putting up runs. Suzuki has been absolutely on fire. You had Reese McGuire cranking a couple downtown like he was in a parking lot. If you guys know that reference, that's great. If you don't, Google, not on your work computer, Reese McGuire. And I'm guessing, outside of what he did on Sunday with some home runs, there might be a article or two of him in a parking lot. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you know what? Keyword of the day is parking lot. And your homework is to Google Reese McGuire parking lot. You guys know. So yeah, I would use Cade Horton. I would use the Cubs bats, depending on the lineup that comes out. Pretty much every single one in that lineup. And I would not use Marquez, and I would not use the Rockies offense at all. Next game is Toronto at Texas. You got Bowden Francis versus Nate Eovaldi. Eovaldi coming off a game against the Yankees. He actually 6 innings, 1 earned run. They lost that game 1-0, which is wild. That's how bad the offense has been for Texas. 19.9 he put up. He didn't hit value. He is 10,500. He's now 10,300. They have dropped him down. Has not faced Toronto this year. In his career, 137 plate appearances against them, 341 batting average. Not ideal. He doesn't get the run support behind him. And he's been hit by them, which is wild to think about. Like, his stuff is great, but he has not hit value for his price. If we look at Toronto bats against him, you've got Bo Bichette with a home run. You've got Vladdy with a home run. Santander, George Springer, all with a home run. And then against right-handed pitching, they haven't actually done that well. But Bichette batting 290, Vladdy batting 261 with 5 bombs, Varsho batting 222 with 7 bombs. Santander only batting 195 but has 6 bombs. Nate Lukes has 4. Like, overall, they haven't hit as well. So, like, you look at these baseball savant numbers, 137 plate appearances, 341. It could be like 3 players batting big. So, like, Vladdy bat 10 for 23 with 2 doubles and a home run against him. That's 435. You got Bo Bichette 8 for 25 with a double and a home run. But you do have, the other guys do have home runs. They're hitting okay against him. It just depends if we trust them enough here against his stuff. Now, again, Texas Rangers offense, pretty putrid this year. Bowden Francis, 34 plate appearances against them, 167 batting average. We kind of look at that. He comes in 5.9 ERA, not good. Has not hit value for a while. He is cheaper. I mean, he's 5,700. But I just dropped him in my season long not too long ago. When he pitches on the road, he's got a 5.24. I know the offense has been bad, but maybe Bowden Francis is the guy that wakes this offense up. Adolis Garcia is the only one with a home run. Against right-handed pitching, though, this year, Josh Young batting 310, Josh Smith batting 276, Adolis Garcia batting 232, Wyatt Langford is another one I'd look at. Another sneaky one that you might look at, depending on the catcher, maybe Tucker Barnhart, or you could even look at Sam Haggerty because he is fast. So if he can get on, he can steal bases. Stolen bases equal fantasy points for DFS. So if I were to use a pitcher in this game, it would be Nate Eovaldi, but they have hit him kind of okay. I wouldn't use Francis. Yeah, I wouldn't use Francis in that one if I were looking for pitching. Then the Athletics at Houston is the next game. You've got J.P. Sears versus Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown, stud this year. He's got a 2.04 ERA. Is coming off a bad game against Tampa Bay in that ballpark. I don't put it against him because that ballpark is bad. He gave up 5 earned runs and still has a sub 2.10 ERA, which is wild. But then you can see he had really good games in a row all the way down. Splits-wise, you look at this. When he pitches at home, he's got a .96. When he's on the road, it's 251. I would take him against the Athletics. And then J.P. Sears coming in, 4 ERA. Really hasn't hit value for a while. Splits-wise, has not faced Houston this year. In his career, 94 plate appearances, 253. When he's pitching on the road, it's at 309. Because that ballpark they pitch in this year, it's a Mickey Mouse ballpark. The ball flies out of there. So if we dig into the numbers a little bit against the teams that may have success against them, we can definitely see. Or the batters have had success. So we look at the batters. Let's say you don't want to go Hunter Brown. You think he gets lit up somehow for some reason. You could look at Nick Kurtz batting 286 with 5 bombs. Schumann batting 314. You got Soderstrom batting 278. Butler batting 271. Urias batting 257 with 5 bombs. Like, they're okay. You do have Langoliers with 7 bombs, but he's only batting 194. Then Houston bats against Sears. McCormick does have 2 home runs, could be a cheap option. Against left-handed pitching this year, Yonder Diaz or Victor Caratini. Caratini hitting a home run here would not surprise me. I would take him if he starts. McCormick if he starts. Isaac Paredes at home you love to see. And then, you got Jeremy Pena. You got Christian Walker, Jose Altuve, who normally hit lefties better than they are right now. So if I were to take a pitcher in this game, it would be Hunter Brown. I don't trust JP Sears whatsoever. Then we got the Yankees at the Angels. You've got Carlos Rodon versus Tyler Anderson, or they thought it was going to, Tyler Anderson, lefty on lefty there. Rodon, 2.88 ERA, has not faced the Angels this year. 54 plate appearance, 2.45. You can see away games, his ERA is up there, but you can see he's been just dominant here. 31.1 against Texas, 6 innings there, 8 Ks. The Athletics, he had 10 Ks. I would use Rodon here against the Angels. Angels are the team that strikes out the most. They strike out over 9.5 times a game, and they strike out over 10 times a game at home. And then Tyler Anderson comes in. In his career, 88 plate appearances, a 236 batting average. The Yankees' offense is great. He is coming off a bad game against the Athletics, not a good game against the Dodgers. Even Baltimore, he barely hit value, and they are a bad-hitting team. I would look at the Yankees. I would look at Carlos Rodon, and I would look at the Yankees' offense. So obviously Judge makes a ton of sense. You've got Paul Goldschmidt, who's hitting lefties very well this year, especially if he leads off. I fully expect Paul Goldschmidt to lead off in this game. I would use him. Jason Dominguez being a switch hitter, I would use him. Pretty much Trent Grisham doesn't matter. Grisham could lead off as well. I would use everyone in this lineup pretty much for the Yankees, outside of maybe DJ LeMahieu. I just don't trust him enough. He hasn't given us what we needed lately, but you never know. So that's kind of where I'm at in this game. I don't want anything to do with the Angels. I don't want anything to do with Tyler Anderson. I would take Rodon in the Yankees offense. Pittsburgh versus Arizona. Mike Burrows versus Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns, 129 plate appearance, 169 batting average. I would use him, and I would use Arizona offense. Pretty much the entire offense. Josh Naylor's my number one. Ketel Marte, Geraldo Perdomo, I would use him. Pavin Smith, just go with Arizona and go with Corbin Burns. Don't overthink this one. Burns obviously has seen a ton of the Pirates when he was the stud and the ace for Milwaukee, and that's kind of where I'd expect it to go here. Burrows comes in. He's 5,500, but he does have a 7.20 ERA. He's pitched once, 5 innings. This will be a second start. Not ideal. Gave him 400 runs there, and he goes into Coors Field Jr., a.k.a. Chase Field, a.k.a. in the desert. He's going to get snake bitten, I fully expect. I would use the Arizona Diamondbacks offense, and I would use Corbin Burns against the Pirates, who are one of the worst teams out there. Then we got Miami at San Diego, second to last game. Max Meyer versus Stephen Kolek. So Kolek comes in. He's averaging 19.1. He's 284 batting average. Against Toronto, not so ideal. Seattle, not so good. And then a fantastic game in Coors, a complete game for him. And then at Pittsburgh, 20.4. Miami's offense, sometimes they've been hitting, sometimes they haven't. 284, he is 8,400, though. That's a little bit scary. And then Max Meyer coming in, 4.15 ERA, splits-wise, 17 plate appearances, 353 batting average against them. Not much going on there. So we could look at the numbers here just to see how they are. But if you look at splits, Mayer on the road has got a 5.16 ERA, so it is up there in 4 starts. And it's in San Diego, which this is a pitcher's ballpark, but I don't trust him. San Diego bats against him haven't done much. Luis Arraez batting 310 against righties this year. Cronenworth batting 255. Machado batting 306. Sheets batting 281. Merrill batting 373. Tatis batting 308. This one feels another one, a 2+ stack here for sure is what I would look at right there. Miami bats against Kolek. Could be sneaky, but they are hitting righties well this year. Augustin Ramirez I would look at. Liam Hicks I would look at. Connor Norby I would look at. Jesus Sanchez could be cheaper. Kyle Stowers batting 281 with 10 bombs. I know this is a pitcher's ballpark. I don't think I want either pitcher. I'd rather look at the offenses. I do give the advantage to the the Padres offense, obviously, but as of right now, the over/under 7.5. So that's kind of what I'd look at. I would look at the offenses, not trusting the pitching at all. And then the final game is Washington at Seattle. It is not confirmed who the Seattle pitcher is. It is Mitchell Parker. Mitchell Parker does come in. He's only averaging 11.4, but Seattle does strike out the third most out of any team. So I don't know if I trust him in DFS, but maybe if we take him in tournament, or either a tournament, or we take him in, if we take him in there and just for tournament or sports betting, I'm okay with that. But Mitchell comes in 4.39 ERA. He looks like someone that I can't picture who he looks like. He looks like somebody. You do look at Mitchell Parker on the road. He's got a 5.66 ERA. Scares me a little bit. He is a lefty. It's not confirmed that's Logan Evans, but it would make sense. They are injured, and he last pitched Wednesday. So it would make sense if it's him. But if it is, just in case, I'm probably looking at the batters on both sides, not looking at pitching for DFS. So if it is, in fact, Logan Evans, which it looks like it might be. No, they've never faced him before. But against right-handed pitching this year, you got C.J. Abrams batting 301, Luis Garcia batting 261. You guys know my love for Nate Lowe against righties, batting 248 with 7 bombs. James Wood batting 285 with 8 bombs. Like, these are the bats I'm looking at for Washington. And then Seattle against Mitchell Parker, 4 at-bats total. Against left-handed pitching, though, they are hitting well. Mitch Garver batting 234. You got Cal Raleigh, big dumper, switch hitter. I would use him. Randy Arozarena batting 264. Leody Taveras batting 300. Rivas batting 364. Dylan Moore batting 324. Mastroboni batting 300. Speaking of Mastroboni, Reese McGuire. Yeah, that's what I would look at. J-Rod batting 204 but has 4 bombs. So it depends. And make sure it is Logan Evans. But if it is, in fact, for Seattle, but if it is Mitchell Parker, I probably am not using either pitcher. I'd rather look at the offenses. I think probably Washington offense a little bit more, but Seattle's offense could hit against Mitchell Parker and or whoever the bullpen is for Washington, because I believe the bullpen, Washington's bullpen is the worst. The Angels bullpen's the worst. Angels bullpen currently has a 6.45 ERA. Washington's bullpen comes in at 6.13 ERA. They've given up 18 home runs. The Angels bullpen has given up 33. That is why I absolutely love the Yankees. If they get to Tyler Anderson early, the bullpen comes in as atrocious. And you want to see the bullpens and everything like that, go to the MLB tab here. You can go down to bullpen stats. And this is just I'll show you real quick what it is. But that is it. That's the breakdown of the early game, of the the early slate, the main slate, the pitchers, the batters, everything for you. Very inclusive. So if you want to look at this, you can sort it however you want. You can also come in here and take it to Excel for you, whatever. But you can check it out. Like, this is how they are, the saves, the hits, everything like that. So check everything out. If you like, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So that being said, we are now done with both of the slates. We are going to give you all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating through 10,000 sims. The record is 38. I don't know if we'll ever beat that, but here we go. Number 1 is Aaron Judge versus Tyler Anderson. Number 2 is Ketel Marte. Number 3 is Eugenio Suarez. 4 is Wyatt Langford. 5 is Kyle Tucker. 6 is Stephen Kwan. 7 is Pavin Smith. 8, Vladdy. 9, Adley Rutschman. I don't trust him. 10 is Josh Naylor. 11 is Juan Soto. 12, Seiya Suzuki, one of my favorite plays. 13, Brendan Donovan. 14, Ian Happ. 15, Gabriel Moreno. 16, Michael Busch. 17, Luis Ariz. 18, Carson Kelly. 19, Nico Horner. And that is it. We have 19 for the day. So it starts at Aaron Judge. It goes down to Nico Horner. So those are all of the batters with a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. So now we'll do pitchers be crazy. I don't always agree with all of these DFS purposes, sports betting, but these are the ones that have the best matchups for the day. It doesn't always translate, but on paper, these are like decent matchups here. So number 1 is Carlos Rodon at the Angels. The Angels strike out 9.85 times per game, 10.05 at home. Cade Horton versus Colorado. The Rockies are striking out 9.83 times per game, 10.16 on the road. Mitchell Parker at Seattle. Seattle strikes out 9.02 times per game, 9.17 at home. Number 4 is the Kansas City Royals pitcher, whoever that actually is. But if it's Daniel Lynch and then it's the bullpen, I don't trust that. But since he strikes out 8.96 times per game, 9.73 on the road. So this one might not even be feasible. It just depends on if it is in fact Daniel Lynch or if they call up somebody, or maybe they've already called him there. Or Aaron Savale versus Boston. Boston strikes out 8.95 times per game, 10 times on the road. So to reiterate, Carlos Rodon, number 1. Number 2 is Cade Horton. Number 3 is Mitchell Parker. Number 4 is Kansas City Royals pitcher, which I don't trust. Number 5 is Aaron Savale versus Boston, which I don't trust him either. The only 2 I do trust are Rodon and Cade Horton. So there you have it for that. And now we're going to look at Makin bacon bets. So what that is we're going to look at the batters. We look at the ballpark factors, simulations. We look at everything. These are some of the players we think could get over 1.5 bases or 2+ bases for the day. So Aaron Judge, number 1. Number 2 is Eugenio Suarez. Number 3 is Vladdy. Number 4 is Josh Naylor. Number 5 is Luis Arraez. 6, Brendan Donovan. 7, Ketel Marte. 8, Adley Rutschman. I don't trust Adley Rutschman. I think I'd probably go to the top 7 there. I don't trust Adley. He's not been. I mean, we know he's good. He's in a slump this year. The whole team is in a slump. Being as bad as they are. So we look at that and that's kind of where I'm at. There's not a ton right now. Now, these are through 10,000 sims. They can and probably will change when we do 20,000 sims, but I wanted to bring that to you. And then we look at the strikeouts. So pitchers we think could get X amount of strikeouts. Carlos Rodon, his line, if we could get 8+ strikeouts, I like that line. If you can tease it down to 7, probably even better. Number 2 is Hunter Brown. If you can find 7+ strikeouts there, or if you want to go down to 6, I'm okay with that. Number 3 is Tyler Meagle, 6+ strikeouts. Number 4 is Joe Ryan. The only problem is the weather and the wind here. If we could find 5 or 6+ strikeouts, I'm okay. And then Logan Webb, 5+ strikeouts there. So that's kind of what I'm looking at now. Early first look for you guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you've never been here before, if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do that. If you can't afford to either tip or sign up for FTA Plus, just watching these entire videos helps out way more than you guys know. Doing that, liking the video, sharing the video, watching the videos a couple times all the way through. The higher the watch time, the better the algorithm for us. So if you guys want to check us out, you can. That is what we've got. Good luck. I want to have a fantastic rest of this week, whether or not you had a great Memorial Day or if you had to work. Hopefully you guys stayed safe. Hopefully you had fun, whatever you did. I went golfing on Sunday for the first time. I'm not Scotty Scheffler. I'm not Tiger Woods. I don't even know who the worst golfer on that is, but I'm not even sniffing their socks after they play 4 rounds of 18 holes. But I had fun, and I enjoyed too many adult beverages without mixing it in some water. So it's been a day, but we are here for you. Let's have a great Tuesday here. Good luck to everyone, whether or not you're sports betting, DFS, whether or not you're still doing NBA, MLB, WNBA. Let's have a great Tuesday. We will be back for you on Hump Day tomorrow. Good luck, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.